pre-submitted question that we got. If we know that people who have gotten the vaccine can still get COVID, they can test positive, and they can still transmit it to others, then why are we saying that it is safer to get the vaccine and that it's safer? You know, we have a lot of teachers in our organization. We're a school. Why are we saying it's safer for kids if staff members are vaccinated, if staff can still test positive and transmit?
Very, very good question. Okay, so let's answer this in parts. If you are vaccinated with either of the Moderna or Pfizer vaccines, right? They are mRNA vaccines, messenger RNA vaccines. The likelihood that you test positive for coronavirus is small. It is very small compared to the larger public. So let me give you all some stats, okay? There is no vaccine that's 100% effective. These vaccines were touting 90+% effectiveness, and that held up in real world studies, like after people have been vaccinated, not just trial data, but real world studies, millions upon millions upon millions of people being vaccinated. So I have a much smaller risk than an unvaccinated person of getting coronavirus. It is such that an unvaccinated person is 10 times more likely to get hospitalized because of coronavirus than me, who's vaccinated. And an unvaccinated person is 11 times more likely to die from coronavirus. Those differences are significant. In every state that is tracking this data, overwhelmingly, when I say overwhelmingly, I'm talking about 90+%, some states 95+%, some states 96, 97+% of those who are getting coronavirus are unvaccinated. It's nowhere near equal. It's not even 50-50. It's not even 70-30. It's not even 80-20. That's how dramatic the difference is, okay? And so with all vaccines, there will be a percentage of the population, a small percentage, that can still get the infection. Also, what we know is that if you do test positive, you are less likely to have severe disease. And I just described that in hospitalization and death rates, right? So it is very important for those communities, those racial and ethnic groups who have been disproportionately impacted, to understand that risk, okay? It's not normal. As a Black woman, I can name 3 people in my family who are now gone because of coronavirus, 4 who've been impacted. That's not normal. I want you to understand. Racism has structured risk because of exposures and access to opportunities differently among different groups. And so if you go to the CDC's website, and I'll try to dump some links in the box. If you go to the CDC's website, you will see across Blacks, Latinos, across Indigenous or Native population, disparate rates compared to white Americans of cases. That means infections, cases, hospitalizations, and death. Death is anywhere from 2 to 2.5 times higher in Black, Latino, and Native communities. Hospitalization rates can be as much as 3 and 3.5 times higher, and case rates can be as much as 2 times higher. That's significant.